Hello all, my name is Vinayak Mahamuni and I have secured All India rank 95 in UPSC CSC 2020 examination. First of all, I would like to thank all of you who have been wishing me or who have been bestowing me with the wishes via social media, calls, Telegram, Facebook, or by meeting in person. So I am overwhelmed by your wishes, and I never thought that I would be getting so much love and affection from you guys. So thank you so much. Now the basic purpose of this video is, since the results are out, my inbox are getting flooded that sir, we want to know your strategy. Sir, how did you clear prelims in fourth attempt? How or what changes you made in your preparation in after 3 attempts? So we'll be discussing all these issues after 10th October. As of now, the focus of this video will be do's and don'ts for this 10th October prelims, because I have been getting messages that sir, I have studied a lot, but I am anxious. Sir, I don't feel like giving this exam. Sir, I don't think that I'll clear in this attempt. Sir, so shall I skip this attempt? Sir, how should I revise? Sir, what should I revise? And n number of questions. Okay. So friends, let me tell you that the part of study is over now. The prelims is just 1 week away. So don't worry about your preparation level or your strategy or your revision, etc. So I have just listed down a few do's and few don'ts for those who are going to appear in this civil services prelims in next week. So firstly, first we'll go with do's, like what you should do. So the first thing is you should be confident. Okay. So many people are preparing for from last 1 year or 2 years, 3 years. Someone might be preparing from 4 years. Few might just have started before 6 months. So you all have insecurities in your mind, but tell yourself that I have prepared sincerely and be confident about your preparation. Now the part of confidence will play a major role in your clearing prelims. Okay. So be confident about your efforts, be confident of your sincere preparation, be confident of your sources. Okay. So the first do is be confident on your preparation, be confident on your notes, be confident on your strategy. Don't deviate from your strategy. Okay. So second is revise, revise and revise. So revision is most important thing in last 1 week. So try to revise most important things on which UPSC is asking questions again and again. I have already discussed important themes on my Telegram session. I'll try to post those themes on my Telegram channel, so you can get list from there and you can at least revise those topics like Jainism, Buddhism, national parks, wildlife sanctuaries, or zamindari system, land revenue system, or some art and architecture like Ajanta, Ellora, or Mahabalipuram, Vijayanagar Empire. So the list, there will be a list of at least 50-60 topics. So revise those topics again and again. Don't run behind current affairs. Whatever current affairs you have done, just keep revising them horizontally. Now don't try to increase your knowledge or don't try to go into the depth. Okay. So just a horizontal coverage would do. Third do is the previous year questions. So in the last 1 week, give at least 2 to 2.5 hours for solving previous year questions of at least 2018, 19 and 20. These 3 years previous year questions, solve them religiously. See how UPSC has framed question. Try to go into the options. Try to go into the logic by which you can solve it, whether there can be any elimination technique which can be used. So in this way, try to go into the mindset of the examiner, especially previous year questions, and try to get to the answer with the help of your existing knowledge or elimination techniques like extreme modes can you eliminate, contradictory sentences can you eliminate. So work on previous year questions before revising that particular topic. Suppose you want to revise ancient, then before that revise previous year questions of last 3 years. Okay. Fourth point is, now it is very important to stay calm. So don't worry about anything. Stay calm, be composed, be happy. Listen to the music, meditate if it makes you feel good. Do some yoga, do some exercise, listen to music. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, whatever brings down, your excitement or anxiety. So try to give little bit time to that also. Fifth point is don't ignore CSAT. Don't ever ignore CSAT. I have seen many friends who have failed in CSAT, but they have scored exceptionally well in GS, but that is useless. Unless and until you qualify CSAT, your GS will not be counted. Okay, so again for CSAT also, revise previous year questions. Again, previous year themes on which UPSC is asking questions, like if it is asking questions on directions, or if it is asking questions on data set. So whatever areas you have already prepared, revise those areas in CSAT as well. Okay, fifth point is take a printout of your hall ticket. Okay, keep some chocolates with you, keep 2-3 black pens. Also very important, keep a whitener with you. Okay, whitener with you, because what happens in anxiety or in pressure, we tend to encircle or we tend to mark the wrong answer. So at that moment we might get panic. Okay, so try to keep whitener with you. Also for energy, keep some chocolates or some ORS powder etc with you, because in the exam you will need a lot of energy. So whenever you find that you are not able to recall something, or you are taking, you are getting pressurized, so just eat a chocolate and again start with the questions. Okay, sixth thing is another important thing, that having a routine from tomorrow is very important. So sleep on specific time, wake up on specific time, eat well, have a good diet, eat fruits, drink a lot of water, don't get dehydrated, and make a routine that you are waking up at 6:30 and getting ready at 7:30, and try to keep your mind very very fresh from 9:30 to 11:30. So these are some do's which you should follow for the upcoming prelims. Okay, now I have also made a list of don'ts, what you should not do. Okay, so the first thing is, don't ever have self-doubt at this level of preparation, or at this stage of your examination. So don't have a self-doubt that whether I'll clear or not, whether I have studied all the sources or not. Because see, what happens is, at such point, whatever we have not covered, our mind haunts us about that. So suppose somebody has skipped medieval, so our mind works in a way that we'll always keep thinking about medieval. What happens if questions come from medieval? Will I be able to answer them? So don't ever think like this. Just think that whatever I have studied, I am going to solve questions from that. Okay. Second is, don't have insecurities about the skipped sources, like I already talked. Third is, don't give any mock test now. Any mock test. Don't give any mock test. Rather, whatever mock test you have given already, try to revise those mock tests. Try to see what mistakes you had done, how you had done various silly mistakes. So try to avoid those silly mistakes. Try to give instructions to your mind that I am not going to repeat these mistakes in the final exam. No matter if you had scored 50 marks in mock test or 150 marks in mock test, they are irrelevant now. They are useless. Now what matters is how you keep your confidence high in this 1 week, and how you solve these questions, how you solve the question paper in the examination hall. So the mock tests are done, just revise them and forget your mock test score. Okay. Fourth thing is, don't give up at this moment, because I have received so many messages that, sir, I think I should skip this attempt. I have studied well, but I am not feeling confident. So don't give up at this moment. As you know that cutoff last year was only 92 marks, which comes down to only 46 questions. So we need not top here. Nobody is going to reward you, or nobody is going to felicitate you if you clear prelims by 50 marks margin. Even if you clear by 0.01 marks, then also you are going to write the mains. So whatever you have studied now, that is sufficient to clear prelims. Okay. And fifth point is, don't predict the paper, or don't expect that paper will come on these lines, paper will come on that lines. Don't expect anything. Just tell yourself that whatever I have read will be sufficient to clear the prelims. So no matter how difficult paper comes or how easy paper comes, you have to keep your nerves under control, you have to manage your temperament, and you will be able to clear this examination. Friends, remember that, see, every question carries 2 marks. So no matter if it is a difficult question or it is an easy question, it is going to decide whether you are going to write mains or whether you are not going to write mains. Every question is important for you to clear prelims. So treat every question equally. Give respect to every question. Try to solve easier questions earlier, and as you give more time to difficult question, it will be very easy for you to eliminate the options. So the more time you spend on the questions you don't know, and you try to find some logic, analysis or reasoning, then you will be able to solve these questions. Okay, so every question is an opportunity for you to write mains, clear this examination, and get selected as an IAS or IPS officer. So I would just say that fight till the last second of your examination. Like GS 2 hours and CSAT 2 hours. Don't let any pressure or any tension hamper your performance in the question paper. If the question is difficult, it is difficult for all of us. If it is easy, it is easy for all of the aspirants. So don't worry about the paper. Try to maximize your score in this week. Try to revise as much as you can. Take proper rest. Be happy, and I hope you all will clear this exam. Definitely you all are going to write the mains if you perform properly. So I wish you all the best, and thank you.